Hi YouTube, I wanted to make a quick video about my bike, my Dolan Pre Cursa. Before I bought this bike, I tried to do as much research as I could, and I looked and looked on YouTube, and there's just not a lot of information or videos about it on YouTube. So I kind of wanted to throw one up there so anybody who might want to buy one has a little bit more information. I have it in white. It's a 58 centimeter frame. I built this bike specifically to ride on the street, to beat up on, to ride hard, potholes, you know, stuff like that, just to beat the hell out of, like a really sturdy, robust bike. And that is exactly what this is perfect for. I mean, it is a track bike, and the website says its recommended use is for the track, but I find that this frame and fork is perfect for beating up on. The frame is a bit heavier than I've encountered in any of my other aluminum track frames. I've had a couple, and it's a bit heavier. It's really thick, so I mean that would lead me to believe that it's pretty strong, but you know, I'm not too sure. I'm not a bike builder. Well, I don't build the frames themselves, but I can tell that this is a very, very rigid, very strong, very stiff frame, and I love it for the street. I'm going to go over some of the parts. I actually got it with the grass track fork. You see it has the Dolan logo on there. The grass track fork is meant for grass track racing, which is basically track racing but with wider tires because you are off-road. As you can see, these are 28 millimeter gator skins, and there is quite a bit more room in there, as you can see, which is great for street use because I wanted, you know, a little bit more cushion and more durability. And also, the 28 millimeter fits pretty good in here. There's still a lot more room. Plus, my wheel is not too far back in the dropouts, or track ends as they're technically called. So there is room for a bigger tire. I think I could fit 32s on here, but I have not tried, so, you know, correct me on that. The crankset I'm running is a Campagnolo Strada. It's an older crankset. I'm not sure when it's from or whatever. I kind of just, you know, had them. And it's actually a road bike crankset, so it's not meant for track. But it has the same bolt circle diameter as the typical track crankset or track chainring, which is 144. That's how much these are spaced apart and whatever, you know. So yeah, I love those. Also, I should mention that my cranks are 172.5 millimeters, or 172.5 millimeters long, yes, which is what I like on my road bike as well. So, you know, perfect. And with this fork, there is, you know, no toe overlap, which is really, really nice for the road because you don't want to have to worry about that when you're cornering, which I love so much. The wheels I have on here are the Miche, I'm not sure how you say them, the Pister WR wheel set. I got these off Wiggle for like $195, shipped to my house. I like them a lot. They're great for street riding. They are a bit heavier, but I think they make up for it in strength. Definitely. I mean, these things are absolutely bomb-proof. Now, I've put 800 miles or so on them, and they're both the tiniest bit out of true, but that's pretty normal for like a factory wheel set. You know, they kind of true them up. They don't ride them, so when you ride them, the spokes are gonna detension and whatnot, and you're gonna have to, you know, true them up a little bit. But overall, for the price, they're absolutely amazing. I love them. I wouldn't buy another wheel set for the road, I don't think. Not a complete wheel set. You could probably build a better wheel set, but for 195 bucks, you cannot beat it. It's weird. That road crankset kind of gives it a weird chain line. It's slightly off. You probably can't see it, but it's good enough with the standard 111 millimeter bottom bracket. That's pretty irrelevant because you probably won't be using that exact crankset, but you know, just in case. It came with the Alpina headset because I did buy the frame set. Which came with the frame, fork, headset, and seat post. This is not the seat post it came with. I just changed this out because it was lighter and I'm not using my road bike at the moment, which this came off of. Up front, I'm running a 3T, I think it's 150 millimeter, maybe 140 stem. I just happen to like longer stems, even on my road bike with drop bars. You know, that's just kind of my thing. These bars are new to me. These are some like C4, like commuter mountain bike bars, whatever. I found them in my buddy's garage and he let me have them. They're nice and wide, so, you know, nice, comfortable, wide position. Not for racing, just for riding on the street and stuff. And I love them. Doesn't make a ton of sense to have riser bars with a negative angle stem, but I like it and I think they look pretty badass. I think that's about it for this bike. If you have anything you want to know, please let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to make any more videos or answer any questions. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Bye.